let's talk today about the Santa Claus and the Krampus. The resurgence of Krampus in America was something that was extremely intriguing to me. I was like, there is a demon that comes up in Christmas time? What is this? Why has no one told me about this before? And when you go back to Santa Claus, you have the history of St. Nicholas, which he was born somewhere around Turkey. Very pious man, liked to give things. A bunch of stories on that. He had to escape persecution at some point, and then a bunch of people were stealing his bones, and so I don't really know where St. Nicholas's bones still are. But from St. Nick came around the idea of Father Christmas and all of that. I'm sure there's a pagan root in there somewhere, but from my research so far I haven't been able to find it. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is one of the things that Christians were like, hey, this is a good dude and we liked him. On the other side though, you have Krampus. So specifically in like Austria, Germany, all of that area, there was this idea of along came Saint Nick to give the happy presents to the kids. But if you were a bad kid, before Saint Nick would come along, you would either get beaten with birch branches by Krampus, who resembled something of a demonic thing. I believe a little bit of like goat attributes here. We're seeing the kind of like part man, part animal thing with the horns pop up again. And he would either beat bad kids with birch branches, or possibly kidnap you, stuff you into his sack, and then take you away to torture and eat you in his lair. And I just love the fact that even in this lovely supposed like time of hope and resurgence, that there is actually a very duality aspect to this time, right? Because there is still the darkness and the creepy, and things are darker, there are more shadows, no one wants to talk about that. And I'm dying. There's more creepy, it's more shadows, all of that type of stuff, and that can bring up a lot of different things for people. No matter what, it's darker, there's shadows, more of the unknown, people naturally gonna fear things. So it was something where I was like, wait, how is it that this is such just a cheerful time of the year? And at first I was like, well, it's because, you know, the rest of life is so awful, especially for pagans living around right now. Like, it's hard to find food, it's hard to do anything, it's just cold. But this Krampus idea, this idea of evening out, especially with kids, of the good and the bad, yin and yang type of deal, really works for me. I kind of like it, and so I want to dive even more into Krampus. Of course, Krampus has very, very pagan roots, and many people, specifically in Austria, the Catholic Church was trying to ban him for God knows how long. In Austria, they actually do a festival where people to this day still dress up like Krampus and apparently chase children around, which I find hilarious and wonderful, and I wish I could attend at some point. And it is very much everyone dresses up in the horns with the kind of goat-ass like features tied in. So there's a lot of these things you could see where Christian church came in and said, no, that's like the devil, just like every other horned god thing out there. They were like, nope, bad, don't do it. Apparently even the Christian Socialist Party in Austria tried to ban it again, and still to this day people are like, no, we like our Krampus too much, you're not taking away that tradition. If you go even farther back, of course, the pagan roots, Krampus apparently has really big ties to Norse mythology, and I found from the Smithsonian website, which I'll leave a link down below, even stated that he was, there's lore to suggest that he is actually the son of Hel from the Norse mythology and the lovely queen of the underworld over there. So that is very, very interesting. Hel has never been said in any other lore that I've found so far about her that she's had any husband or children. So this is like the first ever mention I've heard of it. It was like that she might have had Krampus, and apparently if you trace back his name to the German thing that I can never pronounce, or the Austrian, that word, it's translated to Claus specifically. So you can see Santa Claus, Father, like these things started all kind of get Krampus. It's all starting to correlate a bit. So anyway, I just found that extremely fascinating. So the idea that a son of the mistress of Hell is going around and disciplining naughty children, possibly eating them if they're that bad. That is very, very interesting to me, especially since, of course, if he was known to be, yeah, no, she's queen of the afterlife over there, and we're just going to have her, and her son eats people. Like, you can see the Christian church is like, that sounds like an awful idea, no more of that. And you're like, no, but it's fun, like, we still wanted to dance around and wear costumes, let's do it. And I just love the duality aspect of it, especially as an adult, because there is a lot with me this time of the year where it gets so jolly and so cheerful, and everything's all rosy and happy. And I just kind of want to sit here and go, yeah, but where's the creepy, where's the fun, where's the... And I've never actually seen the Krampus movie that came out a few years ago, but I really would like to. Maybe it's on Netflix or somewhere else that I can pop it on and be like, this is terrifying, and I love it. Anyway, this is part of my 12 Days Till Yule series. Is there some part of the Krampus lore that you guys are all about? Has anyone ever heard this about Krampus being the son of Hell? Because that is a fact that I find extremely fascinating. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.